Hello, parents, students, and guardians. Your September admin video note. A lot to cover in this note. I'll try to get through everything quickly. Want to first and foremost start with what a great start to the school year. Parents, I am so impressed with our students, how they're engaging in their learning, their cooperation for our Yonder pouch program, which is not easy for them. They did not want to lose access to their cell phone during the school day, but I'm happy to report that students are cooperative. I'm happy to report that our school is already a kinder place. Students are engaging in great interpersonal conversations. They're not distracted during classes by phone. So we appreciate your support and we appreciate our students' cooperations. I want to highlight two things about the pouch. First is the importance of having the pouch locked during the school day to protect the phone. If the pouch is not locked, the locking mechanism is this pin device, and it is possible for a phone to slide up, for weight to be pushed and the pin to damage a phone. That has happened. We do not want cell phones damaged. That was not why we started this. So we are asking and reminding it is so important to actually lock your pouch. When those pouches are unlocked, the other thing that we're asking students to do is at the end of the day, once they remove the pouch, to relock their pouch by simply pushing the button in and locking it, because we don't want these pins to be damaged by weight and getting bent. We don't want anyone charged $40 for an extra pouch because their pin is damaged. So that's the most sensitive area of the pouch. We're asking just keep them locked as often as possible. At the beginning of the day during first period, teachers are always opening pouches for our students. But overall, a great success, and we're eager to continue to track data on our pouches throughout the year. So what's coming up? Believe it or not, next week is midterm. I don't know how that happened, but we're there. We're at midterm of quarter one. So it's so important, parents and guardians, to be checking in with your student. We recommend on a weekly basis, checking in on how they're doing. First and most, how are they feeling? How are they doing? How are their grades? And to check grades at Treasure Mountain Junior High, we do that all on Canvas. Unless otherwise designated in the class's disclosure, Canvas is the spot for Treasure Mountain Junior High grades. We call it one-stop shopping. You're going to be able to see their letter grade. You're also going to be able to see what assignments, assessments, and projects are going into that grade calculation, so that if there's something that needs to be submitted because it's missing or not turned in, or if there's something that just wasn't done very effectively, what their options are for redoing or retaking those assessments. So Canvas is your one-stop shop place. We recommend that you sit down again with your student once a week, have them log into their account. It's the cleanest way to view grades and look at each course and how they're doing and what particular assignments are counting towards their grades. So want to encourage you to do that. Speaking though of midterm, Parent-teacher conferences are next week on the 19th. It is live on our website right now to sign up for times, to visit with your teachers, to get to know them, to hear a little bit about your students' performance. So we want to encourage and welcome everyone to join us for parent-teacher conferences next week on the 19th. Coming up a little bit later in the month is the PreACT. The PreACT 8-9 is an exam that we choose to give to our students here at Treasure Mountain Junior High. And then on the same day, 10th and 11th graders are taking the PreACT at Park City High School. The PreACT is not an exam that is sent to colleges or used at the state level. It's an exam that we choose to give because we believe it's incredible practice for the students. We also enjoy sending home a detailed report that you as parents and students can look at to say, hey, where are my strengths and where else are my weaknesses? And then lastly, we use that data in-house to say, hey, where do we need to better support our students? Because we want all students to achieve their absolute potential, including the highest possible score they can get on the ACT if that's their aspiration. So this data really allows us to ensure that we are enabling each student to reach their full potential and be as successful as possible on the ACT. So the 25th, that's the test day for the PreACT 8-9 here at Treasure Mountain Junior High. And then the last thing I want to touch on is we have started our weekly advisory lessons that occur on Mondays. And that's just an opportunity to really focus on some skill sets that students, we want them to be reflecting and growing in. And our first lesson was humanity. We just wanted students to reflect on what makes them human. How can they develop deep, authentic relationships, use humor, problem solve. And those are some of the key characteristics that make us human. There are also some of the key characteristics that can cause pain and hurt. So I've included a link on this admin video note in the email where you can see the lessons as we teach them, because we want those conversations to continue at home. We want you to see what we're talking about, whether it be organization or communication or humanity. To wrap up this note, I want to recognize what today is. Today is 9/11. It's a day where we need to remember the tragedy that occurred over 20 years ago, and hopefully reflect with some gratitude on the incredible country we get to live in and the lives that have been lost for our freedom. I think it's so important to remember that in the Park City School District, we believe all students belong, and we're grateful that we get to have your students here each and every day. So hate speech, anti-Semitism, racism will not be tolerated because we are human, we are connected, and we all belong here in the Park City School District. If you ever experience a civil rights violation or bullying or harassment, we want you to report that so we can do our best to thoroughly investigate it and move on in a healthy format for all. I want to thank you for entrusting your students to us. It has been a great start to the school year. Thanks for chiming in on this longer admin video note, and I hope you have a great day.